Mysterious Stories.
At some point in your life, you will witness something that will forever alter your perspective on the world, and once this happens, there is no way to unsee those things, for better or for worse.
Oh my God!
Number 12. They took this surveillance footage at the London Dungeon, a popular tourist attraction in England that is said to be haunted. A single employee in the washing area is attending to their responsibilities, and when they attempt to open the washing machine door, a hand rushes out and grabs them. The camera shifts to static strangely. I believe this bizarre film is real because technology failures can often signal the presence of the paranormal, as well as the location. Number 11. This slow-motion video shows a man peeling around a bend as quickly as he can, and you can soon realize why he's traveling so quickly. And in the chase, a massive cheetah bounces off the wall. We don't get to witness what happens next because the video ends, and perhaps this cheetah was brought in fresh from the jungle, or it was maintained as a pet until it simply snapped one day. I wonder the individual fleeing had a happy ending. Nevertheless, I have no idea why he would have a camera set up to exactly capture this moment, so perhaps it was staged after all. Should you have any other background knowledge that could help us put this video in context, tell me what you believe is going on here. Number 10. After hearing rumors of a lunatic approaching random individuals, two buddies explore a park in North Hollywood, and they quickly become bored and decide to have some fun by attempting to test the visual range of their night vision camera. He instructs his companion to move back till she is hardly visible.
It's on night vision.
Okay. How's this?
Keep going.
She'll soon be nothing more than a black shadow against the night sky. Something that has been following him the entire while takes her into the darkness when she is a safe distance away.
You gotta stop playing around. This is not funny.
Should this video be real, whatever it is that snatches her has unimaginable strength and speed, and it scoops her up off her feet as if she were nothing, which makes me question how huge this creature is and how it moves so quickly without making a sound. Number 9. This commercial terrified kids in the early 1990s and continues to terrify people now, and all starts with a random adult staring down at you from an odd angle, his eyes dilated, but I've never seen this guy before in any game, and I have no idea what he's doing here.
We are Nintendo.
Should this be some sort of new mascot, it comes across as strange and uninviting, and all of the other characters lose their welcoming appeal and flock to his side. Were you a typical parent in the 1990s who had no idea what a Nintendo was? I doubt this scene would persuade you to buy one because of the strange and slightly insane low quality, so this entire notion is so far off from the picture of a family-friendly environment.
New worlds. You cannot beat us. We are Nintendo. We challenge foreigners.
That Nintendo is always attempting to project, and I'm not sure what they were hoping to achieve with this video. Number 8. Two people walking down the road when a third person appears out of nowhere and blocks their way. Otherwise you pay attention to this part, you'll notice that he purposefully waits for them to get close.
Are you kidding?
Everything starts to get odd because the man was entirely gone when the uploader turned around, and he called the cops, who were also unable in locating him. Is it possible that this was a soul who was doomed to repeat its final moments on Earth? Number 7. Todd T, who is too far away to make out any details, films a big humanoid figure descending his neighbor's chimney, but the monster appears to be far too enormous to be a bird or any other animal. It appears to be human-sized, however in less than a minute, the unknown monster stuffs itself down the chimney, after which I'm presuming it roams the interior of the house for whatever it can find, and maybe no one knows what happened to Todd's neighbor. Number 6. This terrifying new video editing technology will undoubtedly be unlike anything you've ever seen before because the person on the left is real while the person on the right is still an image from a video. Taking notice when the person on the left manipulates the other image in real time will show us how the technology looks when it's in use.
My first time on stage was in 1998.
There is no doubt that it will replicate the movements of another person as well as compel him to do and say whatever you want. The average individual has no means of knowing the difference between a real video and one that is being altered in real time. I could make a video of you saying whatever I wanted if I had this technology, and you could do the same to me if you wanted to. Number 5. Exploring with Danny, a YouTube channel, returns to a haunted church that has given him unpleasant vibes in the past, and he's looking around again when he notices movement in the adjacent room.
What the hell was that?
When moving on to the next room, he finds it to be just as vacant as the first and notices nothing remarkable and proceeds to take notes on the numerous plaques on the wall. When Danny notices something strange peeking out from behind a doorway.
Ah! Oh my God!
He is looking over the names of soldiers, but the scream in his throat sounds very real when he turns to see the distinct outline of a nun's head peering through him. It's difficult to tell whether or not this is a real ghost. Cus it happens swiftly, however, before you say fake, pay attention to what I'm saying. The nun appears 2 minutes into the video, however, the entryway is fully vacant at 1 minute 45, a full 15 seconds before the nun appears, and there appears to be no editing in the video since it was shot in one continuous take. As a result, I believe there is a good chance that this sighting is genuine. Number 4. Thomas Gilmer, who gets a good deal on a computer, and as opens the box, instantly sees why the seller was so eager to part ways, owns a computer store, and frequently buys used computer equipment on the cheap from his customers. The inside is coated in the carcasses of thousands of dried cockroaches from top to bottom, and want to add insult to injury, a solitary living spider travels across the vile bug wasteland.
Look at that.
The stench of this machine seems to be equally as revolting as the appearance, cause a single living roach might easily infest this building, just as it did the residents of the previous owner. Therefore all I know is that Thomas had better pray that none of the bugs were still alive and had escaped. Number 3. A teen who pursues her for a few steps before lunging forward to grab her off the curb is strolling down the street in North Hollywood when she notices considerably an older man following her. Should you pay attention to this part, you'll notice that he was invading her personal space enough to cause her to flee, and I'm guessing she was yelling for help when he decided to back off. According to what I could find, no one was ever named or arrested, and the suspect is still at large and could be doing the same thing somewhere else for all we know. Number 2. Sterren's Wild World, a YouTuber, is gathering some firewood from a stack when she detects something little and hazardous moving from within, but both me and you didn't see anything. She cautiously extracts the beast from its hiding place with a little caution, using a gripping stick. Cus.
More venom. More venom!
It is not only any cobra but also a venomous cobra. The sight both frightens and fascinates her. Cus when exploring its physique. She maintains its lips pointing away from her, and when it miraculously escapes past her protection, she is delivering some basic information about the species. The snake flattens its jaws and slides through. She doesn't loosen her grip at all and snags it again by the tail and moves backward as the snake lunges at her.
Okay, the reason why I am in love. Whoa!
Spitting venom, so the video ends before she has a chance to release it, but based on how aggressively it is approaching her, I have no idea how she intends to escape. Number 1. Since 2016, people have been disturbed by this frightening and inexplicable video, which begins with a man who appears to be joking about at first by speaking in a strange voice and singing loudly. His demeanor becomes increasingly strange and hostile, until he's shouting like a wild animal and trashing the entire room. You can see him standing in a children's room as he regains his control and lowers the blinds. However, there are no sounds of a child, which leads me to wonder if there was ever one, or if it has been quiet. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because I upload a new video every day. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of my other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy.